Somebody say that your boyfriend's looking for me.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Blackbird 91, a quick video talking about Keke Palmer and her recent endeavors with Usher once more again. If this is a real, if the whole situation was real, and it wasn't a ploy from both the boyfriend and her and Usher, then let's have a real conversation about disrespect. Let's have a real conversation because from what I've seen on the internet, it's quite interesting, right? This video has dropped. And the comments I'm seeing for a lot of women is, yes, babe, she's in her petty bag. She's in her villain era. Yes, Keke, you know how to respond to him and blah, 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 blah. And the funny thing about this situation is I'm looking at them going, if a man did this, they would be first calling this brother a narcissist. He's an abuser. He's emotionally abusive. He hates women. All the names underneath the sun. And the reason why I'm taking that position is because first and foremost, the point of origin of the problem was Usher, right? As Mr. Steal Your Girl, right? You've gone to a show, and by all means, yes, we can have a debate about the dress and whether he should have said something on the internet. We already done my videos and I told you I didn't like the fact he came out on the internet and said it. It makes him, one, look weak, and number two, you've embarrassed your wife. So you've embarrassed the mother of your kids, and you've embarrassed them in front of the whole world. So I don't rate that at all. I'm not with that. I understood where he was coming from and what he was meaning for, and I wish he was honest about it, which is you didn't feel comfortable with the relationship that Usher and Keke actually had, because when she spun around and showed her ass cheeks to him, that was hella disrespectful. But we can discuss that another time. Okay, because we've discussed that too many of the videos. On this particular occasion, though, if the point of origin was Usher being the problem, as in you're a mother and you dress the way you did and dance the way you did, and it's with Usher, how much respect is this going to show when now we're now doing a whole song and it sounds like, and I'm happy to rescind tomorrow because it drops tomorrow. It sounds like this song is almost slightly digging, just slightly digging. You got Usher here singing, I heard your boyfriend was looking for me. Now, let me be very, very, very real with you, okay? They might have already had a song planned or whatever. So it might have been before then. But then, you have to understand context now. Now it drops and we've had what we've had. This is major disrespect. Now, it's interesting because I always talk about the fact that I felt like Keke chose him on purpose. She chose somebody who she believed she had leverage over financially, status-wise, and it's because she wanted to maintain control in the relationships. When she was talking to Steve Harvey about the kind of men she wanted to date, she didn't want to date some of these powerful men because they had too much power. Well, she went the opposite way and chose somebody who she believed she had power over. Let me just wrap this shot. I know you guys are going to come crying and complaining about chess schools up in the area. You know what I mean? Right? She ended up choosing someone who I believe that she had more power over. Right? This gentleman here. Hence why probably he felt some type of way about the Usher relationship, but he wasn't honest about it. Now, here's another thing I think is just majorly disrespectful. I should say nothing disrespectful, but I think the reality of something. This is why I say that men shouldn't date women that are more powerful than them, have more status, and have more wealth than them, because that woman has more power than you in a relationship. And unfortunately, disrespect usually kicks in, right? Because you're easily discardable. Women tend to date upwards. They tend to choose men that are bigger, bolder, more wealthier, etc. more than them, and they tend to submit to those type of men. When they have the power, when they have everything else in control, they tend to make you submit. Now, I'm not trying to be no red pill person here. I'm just trying to keep it absolutely real. I have enough men out here who can tell you a story about a woman who had more money than them and how much she utilized that as a power grab. Just saying, right? But in this Keke and the situation with her ex-boyfriend, or I don't know if he's a boyfriend or ex, whatever. I don't even know anymore because we're not even sure. We're not privy to that conversation. If they're not together again, this is like a shot to your ex in the situation, right? Like the song is saying, literally, I heard your boyfriend was looking for me, right? And it's like, this is embarrassing again for him as a man. So another man has taken a shot at you again once more, and your girl is involved, or at least your ex-girl is involved. The level of disrespect for a man that is incompetent at the moment is dangerous, bro. At this point, when you push a man to that level, he can do a lot of things. I'm not encouraging him to. I'm just saying a lot of men can go mad, right? And like I said, and like we said about the Keke situation, she knows who to do that to. See, that's why Saweetie didn't do that with her with Usher, because she knows who her man is. He will light up the place. But Kiki's happily doing this, and people are enjoying because. And here's the reality of the situation. The reason why people are enjoying. Here's the situation. The reason why people are enjoying is because men don't have no value unless they have a certain level of wealth, status, and power. They're not giving. Look, the way that they celebrate. Oh, it's only Usher. Why? Because he has power, wealth, and status, and he's also an entertainer. Yes, I agree. But there are certain things that don't need to be entertained, right? So the reality of the situation is Usher gets a pass for doing certain things because well, number one, he's Usher, he's earned it. Number two, he has power, wealth, and status, right? And the other dude in question does not have power, wealth, and status. Would he do this with the president's wife? Would Usher do what he did with the president's wife? Would you be gloating and celebrating if it was the president's wife now doing what she was doing? See, men get disrespected because when they don't have a certain level of status, wealth, and power, they get discarded very easily. Women are easily able to say, yeah, Kiki, go and do what you go do. You know, you go out there, babe. You know, it's great marketing. Do you know they call it great marketing? No, and the comment section is wild. They're like, this is great marketing at the expense of at the expense of you, you know. If a man had done this, it would not be called great marketing. It would be called narcissism, right? It'd be called abusive. He hates women, right? But we're calling this great marketing that somebody's taking advantage of the situation where the guy obviously felt some type of way. Now, again, I want to plead again and say that he incorrectly dealt with it. Where the guy has stressed that he felt some type of way, and the very person who he felt some type of way with, let's be honest, because it was with one person specifically, that person's now doing a song with your woman or your ex or whoever Kiki is to you now, the mother of your kids. You have some type of relation to this woman. So now this song has a greater gravity to it. It is majorly disrespectful. But here's the thing, it's always been that way. See, she's always felt that way because she's always had power over this relationship. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Kiki ever respected him. This is my personal opinion, and hey, I can be wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. But when women have power over men in relationships, there tends to be a leading of disrespect that usually takes place because they can't respect that man. There's nothing to yield to, right? When people cussing him and saying he's a brokey and this and that and that, when they're not, they didn't even know who he was, and instantly they were cussing about how much money he makes, cussing him that he's a broke, he don't have a job. They start insulting him left, right, and center. Why? Without even knowing him. Why? Because men are valued on what they produce. I can't I can't lie about that and try to gloss up with Jesus gloss and try to make it nice. They are valued by what they produce. And if they don't produce in a way that seems to be more than Kiki Palmer, then of course they're discardable. Yeah, baby, you can go and do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about that man. Yeah, he's nothing. You can get you another you. All right, cool. She probably could actually. I'm not gonna lie to you and shoot. If she came to me, I wouldn't say no. Okay. Now I might not be in a relationship because I've seen how you did my man, and I can never be in the second position to be taken to idiot for that. I learned the lessons from him, but you know what I'm saying? I got on my little play. But this if you can disrespect someone like this disrespect was probably there from before. Like, you know what I mean? Like in terms of how you liked him, how you cared about him, how you loved him, right? Because this thing we're doing right now with the Usher thing is wild. I'll be honest with you, it's wild. But we'll wait till tomorrow and have a conversation then because we'll hear the whole song and see what it says. It might have nothing to do with what they're saying. The context might just be like, you'd be like, oh, okay, no, with the context doesn't mean nothing. We'll wait and see. But I'm gonna like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notifications.